Hello guys, I hope you are enjoying watching my videos. Yeah, I can see by the amount of views that you are giving to my channel. Thank you so much guys for showering so much love on my channel. But now here I am to share my experience with giving my first injection. So, when I joined BSc nursing, the one thing that I thought that I will be doing for the rest of my life is giving injections and medicines to patients. But no, I was completely wrong. Nursing is more than just giving injections. Yes, that is what I realized. But jokes apart, I want to tell how was my first experience. So I was in this ICU, surgical ICU if I'm not wrong, and I was probably in my second year. In first year, we can give injections, but I did not give injections. Now, don't ask me why I didn't give injections. It was my second year, and I was busy feeding the patients. Yes, I was feeding the patients. Now, you don't ask me why I was feeding the patients. You are a nurse in ICU, you are supposed to do almost everything. So, that is what I was doing there. But then, there was this nurse who was kind enough. Look, there are many types of nurses. There is one nurse who will just do her work and then she will not care about what the students are doing. Then there will be some kind of nurses who will be like, ba, you know this procedure, you should be doing it. But there will be a few nurses who will be doing it, then we should spot them like black sheep and go behind them. But there was this nurse who was kind enough. When I was feeding this particular patient, he called me, come here, you student, come here. And I was like, I'm feeding the patient, this is more important to you for your career, come here. And then what I will do, I left whatever I was doing and then I came here and I was like, what, you want to feed this particular patient also, I will do it. That kind of reaction I had that time. But then he was like, no, I want you to give intradermal injection. For those of you who do not know what is intradermal injection, it is given to the skin in order to check if you have allergy. It is like you are opening the door of a room. You are just stepping one foot inside. You are not going inside the room because you do not know if that room is safe or no. Somewhat like that. You are going inside one layer of the skin, but you are not going inside totally into the body.
अरे कहना क्या चाहते हो?
Somewhat like that. I cannot explain more than this now. So yeah, and I was like, oh, you're giving intradermal injection, I will see. I don't want you to see, I want you to do. I was like, intradermal injection, wait, let me think how I did it in the dummy. You don't think, I will tell you, you do it, he told. And I was like, okay. What are the articles that are required? He already kept everything. Injection was loaded already, and then alcohol swab and everything was there. Articles and all were neatly prepared in front of me. And the patient also was very nice. She was like, I don't know if she was in delusion or hallucination or whatever it is, but she was kind enough and she was like, what are you all doing? And I told, I'm giving my first injection.
अबे साले.
And she was like, you're giving your first injection?
खत्म. बाय बाय टाटा गुड बाय गया.
Then I had to tell her that I'm giving my first injection, but I've given it but I've given it and I know how to do it. We have to be very careful while telling that we are giving our first injection also, because the patient also will be like, you don't experiment on me. If every patient tells that don't experiment on me, then we will not be able to learn. Then I had to tell her that no, this is my first time, but I have done it, and in reality also I have done it in dummies and I'm going to do it on you.
I should take her consent, which is the first and foremost thing.
I got her consent and she was like, yes, do it. And then he told me, do the procedure. And I nicely wiped with alcohol swab. And then I did the procedure and my hands were literally shaking, but then I knew that I had to do it. I had to learn this particular procedure and I gave this intradermal injection. And there was this big blub that was formed, which means that whatever I did was correct. The patient started to yell, which is completely normal because it is very painful. Then I took that and then I replaced all the articles, and that is when I realized that I finally gave my first ID intradermal injection, and I was like very, very thankful for that particular nurse who taught me this, and I was very 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 happy. After that, wherever I go, I started to give IUD injections. Then I realized that it is very easy to get intradermal injections, to do that procedure. Why? Because it is very painful, so nurses do not want to do that, so they give these student nurses, so that let them do it. And even if it is painful, the patient should think that it is because of the students it is painful. But in reality, intradermal injection is quite painful because it is given to the skin. It is like ant bites you. When ant bites you, it is very painful, no? Somewhat like that only. So that was about my first IUD injection. Well, I would be very interested to let you know about IM, IV and everything, but I will keep that for my future videos. I hope you enjoy watching this. Thank you.